5 knockouts, 5 submissions, 1 decision. Just how good is Tommy McMillen? After Conor McGregor disappointed over 6 million live viewers with his botched comeback fight against Max Holloway, the UFC is in desperate need of as many new superstars as they can possibly get their hands on. So look no further than Red Hawk's own Tommy Guns McMillen, a filthy degenerate out of Great Falls, Montana. Tommy just shook up the MMA world a couple of days ago after setting a new world record in the UFC on basically how bad you can whoop somebody's ass in 15 minutes. He looks repulsive, talks like a man-child, but fights like Anthony Smith's home intruder. Okay, this guy takes me back to like that fully aggro Diaz brother who isn't permabaked, okay? This is the fight style we've been missing for years in the UFC, taking us back to good old brawls, low technique, high violence. Sign me the fuck up. Tommy McMillen is a weight bully. Let's get that clear right out the gates, okay? But like a prime Conor McGregor, all methed out, just dying in the sauna, they channel all that suffering into generational performances on fight night. Is degeneracy just the best base for MMA? Maybe, maybe not. But Tommy grew up dreaming of being a UFC fighter, okay, at a very young age, and never let that dream slip away. He was a dominant high school wrestler and then linked up with Sugar Sean O'Malley and the great Tim Welch and his morning routines, his world-famous lattes. Like, I swear Tim Welch is up there for one of the greatest modern-day MMA coaches of all time. I swear he doesn't just rage bait people from the corner. He is a mad scientist like Trevor Whitman. I swear the coach's tier list is coming soon. Hold me to that. And the rest is really history. I mean, smash up a few fat Mexicans on the regional scene, and you, sir, are now UFC ready. I do believe Tommy is exactly what the UFC needs right now, even if his whole shtick is like, I'm a real American gangster, bro. Yeah, okay, you drink at Starbucks, G. I like Tommy because these days in the UFC, I am caring less and less about the fame, the clout. Just give me a motherfucker who's tough. Give me someone whose leg won't blow out in 30 seconds. Give me someone who doesn't trick the whole world into believing they are unbeatable. I know Tommy's beatable. He knows he's beatable. But guess what? He doesn't care. Any style can work in MMA if you put the work in. Dricus du Plessis just makes shit up. Seriously, Yuri Prochazka is still literally role-playing out there. Tommy's Dana White Contender Series fight was straight cinema. Looked like 2 fent heads throwing down over a crumb of crack. Okay, he almost died like 3 times, but still rallied through hell, and his stock is crazy high right now, in my opinion, so today we're going to talk about him. Today we're going to talk about Tommy McMillen's abilities as a fighter, his strengths, his weaknesses, and what I think his future is bound to look like. Champion? Hell no. But high-octane slugfests? Count me in. We eat good when Tommy's on the card. Tommy McMillen, a buck-wild gunslinger with pure carnage on his mind and not much else. These are the new updated stats on McMillen's career after the Montez fight, and they are a huge flex. Strikes landed per minute is 13.5. So far, it's been an absolute demon approach to striking for Tommy. It's been, let's completely neglect our defense, okay, in favor of pressure, in favor of non-stop punches. His clinch is nasty, okay, he is a good brawler, that's how he gets by. We're already seeing Nick Diaz comparisons here, Holloway comparisons even, but Tommy gets the ball rolling a lot quicker than those guys. I believe Holloway to be a slow starter, and Nick Diaz, I wasn't around in that era, but Tommy is just guns a-blazing from round 1. His fights start very fast, and nobody's really been able to take that pressure yet and sort of hang in the pain with him. He is a big collision guy. It's not pretty. It's ugly as hell. He looks like he should be in street beefs, but it works at the highest level. Strike accuracy of 50%, strikes absorbed per minute is 4.9. Could Tommy get knocked out brutally fighting like this? 100%, okay? It's brawling at the end of the day. He just happens to be amazing at it, and still young enough to, like, put his body through hell like this. Luckily for him, though, There aren't a whole lot of power punchers at 145, so I think he'll be fine. Takedown average? 0. Submission average? 0. Takedown accuracy? Fucking 0. Tommy is an absolute stud, okay, for neglecting his wrestling background that he has, and he's giving us war every time. How can you hate fighters like this who clearly have the abilities to stall out their opponent, take them down, lay on top, but they brawl anyways? McMillen is a proficient grappler. I know that's not proven yet, because he hasn't had to really use it, but he was scrambling pretty well in the Dana White Contender Series fight. He escaped a lot of submissions. He wasn't on the offensive with his grappling, so we still haven't really seen much. He constantly neglects it and just says, fuck it, let's brawl, let's throw down, and I have massive respect for that. He might have to lose a fight or two to really understand that he needs to use it moving forward, because look, you're fighting unranked guys, you can get away with this, but at the top level, it might look a little bit different. A strike defense of 59%. This is underrated. Takedown defense of 83%. Taller fighters with long arms, they can generally defend takedowns quite well up against the cage, just digging underhooks, keeping a steady balance. They're like a big gangly spider. It's hard to knock out their limbs. They always seem to get their balance back. Tommy hasn't fought anyone with good grappling. Montez is a good submission guy, but got stuck on the feet for the entirety of the fight and was fighting like an uphill battle, had his ass half beat to death, so he couldn't grapple. A knockdown average of 1.3. Tommy is dangerous on the feet. I know he has this skinny white dude power, and he doesn't strike like O'Malley at all. He's way slower. He's kind of unathletic and uncoordinated, but just the amount of forward pressure he dishes out, I'm such a fan of. This is going to lead him into a ton of knockouts against the right types of opponents. Tommy does a great job at just creating this brain-dead tug-of-war, tough man contest, if you will. He has a really old-school style. His average fight time is 10 minutes, 49 seconds. His strengths are expert brawler, deep gas tank, and psycho mindset. Tommy McMillen wins by really just tapping into his inner retard. No, I would say he taps into his inner Nick Diaz, really. We can see Tommy McMillen getting into his own sort of flow state, getting downhill on guys, chucking up the middle fingers, really does a good job of putting on that smart technical pressure, light striking, and only invests in power shots once his opponent's already completely destroyed. McMillen is such a good brawler because, for one, he's tall and lanky as hell, but he also has the durability and the wrestling and the cardio to go with it. Normally, tall fighters are totally shit at brawling. Name a tall fighter that's been able to sit in the pocket and throw leather. Holloway's kind of the only one. And so all this technical shit aside, I just think Tommy McMillen just doesn't give a fuck about living or dying. He is one of these psychopath MMA mindsets, like a Sean Strickland, who may not have a violent style, but it's their mindset that really gets the job done on the night. Tommy does remind me of a prime McGregor, in terms of leveraging your physical advantages. In Conor's case, this was counter-striking with freakishly long arms. In Tommy's case, it's his height, his chin, his kill or die approach to every single exchange. His weaknesses: punch magnet, huge ego, and weak resume. Tommy is going to lose before he comes close to a title shot because he's a little too slow to fuck with some of these top tier featherweights right now. The toughness is there, trust me. The durability, the hunger is all there, so he does have a good chance, but dude does not move his fucking head. A lot of MMA fighters do not have good defensive habits. He gets away with so many mistakes just because he's tall and lanky and out of range. People call his striking dog shit, and I see where they're coming from. I really do. It does look untechnical, but the truth is, you don't need good striking when you have 4 inches of height on everybody in 4-ounce gloves. MMA is really that unfair, guys. So let's move on. Fights I want to see next for Tommy. I don't think they should give him the O'Malley treatment. He's put on the clown suit, he's degeneracy maxing, he's loaded up with trash tattoos, appealing to a younger audience. Pump the brakes, pump the brakes. I think Arnold Allen would beat Tommy right now. Guys like that who are just like too smart to get stuck in a brawl with him, Aljo, like these top tier featherweights guys, like, or power punchers like Gene Silva, Larian Douglas. These guys pack so much power, they would chin Tommy McMillen straight up. But guys who fight dirty, like Steve Garcia, Kevin Vallejos, Diego Lopez, imagine that scrap, dude. We need to see these fights, and I think if things go well for Tommy, we will see some of the best fights we've ever seen. Some just old school bangers. The stuff we've been missing right now in the UFC is Tommy McMillen. Trust me on this, guys. Tommy McMillen is going to feed families for generations to come. So let me know what you guys think of this Tommy Guns McMillen character, new superstar on the block. Love to see it. Hope you enjoyed the breakdown. And as always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all real soon.